Hello all, and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop Two-Headed Cow Caravan of Treasure, sometimes barter. And this is also the next episode of Be Kind Retro Rewind. In the last little series of retro videos, if you're not familiar with what those are for me, my retro videos are always me going back and opening up an older toy line. So it's not Marvel Legends. I guess if it was the Toy Biz era Marvel Legends, I would throw it in the retro rewind. Um, but it's not going to be the Hasbro Marvel Legends. It's not going to be the WWE Elites, um, or the the new DC McFarlane multiverse figures. It's not going to be any of that. It's going to be things like this. And have a few of these videos up already. It's been a while since I've actually filmed anything with this. So yeah. But the last little kind of set of retro videos I did were actually some bone crunchers, some Jack's bone crunchers, WWF bone crunchers. And I kind of started the retro rewind with a few different things. And I think one of my more favorite things to unbox when I was really getting into the retro stuff were these. These are the Playmates Simpsons line. For a while there, I was unboxing quite a bit of these. And then it kind of slowed down almost a year ago, probably a little less. I'd say maybe 10 months ago, I took a trip to Dallas. I've talked about it. I went to go visit my brother. He lives in Dallas. And I visited a couple of different toy stores. The big one being one called Dallas Vintage Toys. That was the one where I bought most of the stuff. And I believe that's where I bought most of these. And they just had a whole rack of Playmate Simpsons, and I went kind of crazy, and I bought a bunch of them. And then at another store, I found even more of them loose, and I bought those. And I think I already showed those off in a video way back. But now I'm finally getting around to unboxing these. I know I just said it's been almost a year. The reason behind that is because I had this grandiose plan that I was going to get like as many of the Playmate Simpsons figures as I could and unbox them all in one long video. And then I realized a lot of my longer videos, they just get tiresome, and I get tired doing them. Like I can't be talking for like an hour opening a bunch of stuff. And with the amount of Simpsons stuff that I was kind of collecting, and like these, like in box and everything, I realized like that video is going to be way too long. I'm just going to go back to the retro rewind and put them in there. So yeah, we got 4 here. I'm going to try to get through them real fast. These are actually a little bit more specific. They're not just the regular Playmates line of Simpsons toys. These are actually the all-star voices. So it's characters that were voiced by celebrities or guest stars. Maybe not so much Al Brooks, because I know Al Brooks did a lot of Simpsons voices. But we got Brad Goodman, voiced by Al Brooks. We've got Herb Powell, voiced by Danny DeVito. I think that's a pretty iconic one. That's why I wanted to get him. Of course, I got Troy McClure, voiced by Phil Hartman. Really excited for this one. Phil Hartman, I think, voiced a couple of different characters as well. But I think Troy McClure was probably his most prominent one. And then, of course, we got my favorite one of this bunch. I always pronounce his name wrong. Mategna. Ben Urich in the Daredevil movie. What was his name? In the Matrix. Was it Cyrus in the Matrix? Yeah, can't remember. But Fat Tony. And the reason I want to save this one for last is because I genuinely like Fat Tony as a character. I think he's out of these especially, probably one of the more recurring characters. And I think at one point just became an iconic Simpsons character on his own, even without it being Joe as the voice. Or I should say, even if Joe wasn't the voice, I think he became a very iconic character on his own. So we're going to save Fat Tony for last, and we're going to go back and start with Brad Goodman here. Try to get through these quick. As you can see here, there's an old price tag of $5.98 on it. Dallas Vintage Toys had it for $14.99. That is not what I paid because I bought so many. The guy took off like $5 from every figure and bundled them for me. So really cool of him to do that. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. There's another Phil Hartman one right here. Lionel Hutz. But yeah, we pretty much got all of Wave 1. And then I think, is it this one that's part of Series 2? Yeah, Series 2. So basically, I guess that's Series 1, and then Troy McClure starts series 2. I don't know who else they have, but oh well. Let's go ahead and get into this. He's got twist ties. But I haven't gotten to say this in a while. Twist ties be damned, because I have scissors. So, for a while there, if you're new to my channel, if you're an old one of my friends who, really only my friends I think kind of watch these, but that was my thing for a while. That was like my saying. Twist ties be damned because I have scissors. Because so many of the things I was unboxing early on had twist ties in them. Okay, so we got the figure himself. Let's get all the accessories out. I am not as familiar with Brad Goodman as I probably should be as a Simpsons fan. I definitely remember him. I don't remember a lot about him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. We got the Brad Goodman's Inner Child Workshop sign. Focus. Thank you. Cool. We got his little book. It's actually detailed, like they did the pages in it. We have his Adjust Your Selfostat. We've got the mug that also has the rainbow on it. The sticker's a little faded from being old, but not bad. Then, of course, we got the crushed can. Then we got the figure himself. If you're familiar with the Simpsons Playmates figures, they're not the most super articulated figures. I know everybody's excited because Super 7 is releasing Simpsons figures. I actually will not be getting those. And even though I'm a big Simpsons fan, I decided against getting the Super 7 figures. I already get Ninja Turtles and Thundercats from Super 7. I just really didn't feel the need to try to jump into another expensive line like that, or a premium figure line. And instead, I decided, when those first got announced, about a year and a half ago, I decided to jump into the Playmates line. Some of them can be pricey, but most of them are actually fairly cheap to find, especially if you're at an actual toy store, I've noticed. So pretty cool. He looks great. He's got the sweater. The only articulation you're going to get, you got head articulation, you got some arm articulation at the waist, and then that's it. It's basically a 1, 2, 3, 4-point figure. And yeah. Cool. So let's go ahead and set him to the side. Oh, and also, just if you're not familiar with the Simpsons Playmates lines, they were interactive. So most of them, I think all of them actually have this kind of chip on the foot, and they could go into different stands. I think I showed it off with the Kodos and Kang set. You could plug in Homer there, and he would say something from that episode. So that's kind of what that is. It's like the WWF Titantron figures, but with Simpsons, and they actually plug in. You don't just like swipe it. We're going to do Troy McClure next. Phil Hartman, Troy McClure. Everybody's favorite. I always kind of thought of Troy McClure as a bit of like a con man type of character, but he was Phil Hartman, so it was always awesome. One thing I like about buying vintage toys is these old stickers, price tags. So you got a KB Toys $7.99 sticker. That's pretty cool. Oh man, I'm gonna get this one now that I've seen it on the back. Jackie Mason is Rabbi Kristofsky. If you don't know who that is Krusty the Clown's dad. I would love to get that one. That one's cool. I'm gonna have to go looking for that one. I'm actually going back to Dallas in a couple of months when summer starts. And I am, like when summer really gets going. And I plan to hit up these stores again. I don't mind buying these loose, like vintage toys. I don't mind buying them loose. I'm always cool with that. That doesn't bother me. So if I can find any new or loose for decent prices like I did before, I'd be all over them. I got a checklist now too. I printed off a checklist. I'm not going to get every one ever released or anything, but I'm definitely going to try to get like one of every significant character. So we got the figure. Cool. It's kind of wild how many accessories these come with, you know? I actually got a trash bag next to me right now because I realized that opening up card backs like this, old card backs with bubbles in them, you can't just slide them right back into the box like you do with the McFarlane or Hasbro now, or even an Elite. No, you need a trash bag. So accessories, we've got his little eye test thing. Pretty funny. He's got his microphone. Is this, I'm going to guess this is from the episode where he had like a talk show, right? God, it's been so long. We got two different little, I think they're like supposed to be like VHS tapes. Christmas Ape Summer Camp. Or Christmas Ape Goes to Summer Camp. Did they ever make a Christmas Ape Playmates figure? That'd be kind of funny. And the wackiest covered wagon in the West. Nice. And then we also got like his phone. That does connect. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. So here's the phone. It does like connect on and off, so that's actually pretty cool. And then we got the figure himself. Again, I mean, the Simpsons characters, they're not hard to replicate. They're very basic designs, you could say. But I just like how detailed these kind of are. They look just like the characters. I really like it. Nice. I like this pink sweater best, I'm not going to lie. So there we got Troy McClure. We'll put him to the side. But what I was going to say is I find it fascinating that something like the Playmate Simpsons, each one of these figures tends to come with like a lot of accessories. Some of them don't, but a good chunk of them. They got like, 4 or 5 accessories packed in this box. And yet we're lucky if we get like a WWE Elite or an AEW figure with an extra set of hands or a head. Or McFarlane releasing that Nightwing with nothing. He's got close-fisted hands and nothing else. It's like, oh. Now we got another KB toy one for $7.99. Pretty funny. But yeah, we're gonna this Her Pal, voiced by Danny DeVito. He's got his blueprints, everything. I like it. Cool. Oh yeah, sorry. I probably should have explained this. I was reading the back. I apologize. On the back, it'll tell you what little interactive environments they work with. So Interactive Her Pal works with Simpsons Kitchen and the Krusty Burger. And the Springfield DMV, which comes soon. I don't have a lot of the sets like that. I've got the Radioactive Man and Fallout Boy one, which I think I did a video on that, and I was really disappointed with it because mine came kind of broken. I do have I think the Simpsons, I have a lot of the ones that came with the backdrops, not the actual interactive sets. I do have the Kodos and Kang ship. That's probably my favorite one I've unboxed so far, out of all the Simpsons stuff, has been the Kodos and Kang one. And I really can't tell, I think it's just because I'm such a big Kodos and Kang fan. They make Treehouse of Horror ones I want to try to go out and get. I'm going to try to find those. I think they're actually a little harder to find, because I think the Treehouse of Horror figures were actually Toys R Us exclusive. So, yeah. Which I think Kodos and Kang were as well, but I think I told the story, there was a guy who owned a toy store in Lubbock, Texas, and I kind of hit him up, and he was getting rid of stuff, and I asked him if he had any more. I noticed he had some Simpsons stuff that he was listing for sale, and I really wanted that Kodos and Kang, and he gave it to me for a decent price. Man, those twist ties did not want to come off from this one. Okay. Take a look at the accessories. I'm not going to lie to you, but Her Pal is kind of one of the characters I really forget a lot about. Client, H-Pal. It's got like the blueprint on it. We got the tiny flip phone, which for a figure like this is weirdly detailed. uh, we have his stock chart, and then of course we got a briefcase. Yo, on the low key, you could like, I'm not going to obviously because I want my Simpsons figures to stay intact. Um, but if you could find an extra one of these, you could mock this up into a Money in the Bank case um, for WWE figures. Then we got her pal. We got the blue suit. We got the very similar Homer aesthetic going on here, but with hair and a little bit of a longer head. Same articulation as the other ones, and he's got the chip on the bottom. His goes across both feet, probably because his feet are together. But oh well. Looks good. Nice, clean figure. I like it. 2002. That's the stamp on the back here. Awesome. And one more. My favorite one out of this set, at least out of this kind of like little mini set. We got Fat Tony. And of course, KB Toys. I'm guessing whoever, like, again, Dallas Vintage Toys, when I was there, the guy told me, they'll buy collections from people and put stuff out. I'm guessing whoever's collection of those Simpsons figures at that time probably bought all these at a KB Toys and just kept them boxed up and everything. So, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Let's get them open. It just baffles my mind that these old Simpsons Playmate toys come with all these accessories. And the most recent Nightwing Teen Titan figure has closed-fisted hands, no alternate hands, and a Build-A-Figure piece. Like, that's such a shame. I don't mind, though. No, twist tie. That was a wacky twist tie, too, man. Yo, this twist tie is like wrapped so weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got the figure out. Hold on. Look at the accessories. I like these accessories. Oh, excuse me. I like these accessories a lot, actually, in this one. Ooh, that one's got some residue on it. Ah, toy residue. I have to, like, wipe this down. Okay, accessories-wise, we got a baseball bat. I like it. Kind of, no, I was going to say, like, it reminded me of something, then I kind of lost it. Cool, though. We got a cigar. I like this a lot. Focus. It's even, like, lit up, like it's kind of, like, it's got a little orange ring around it, like it's supposed to be lit up. I like that a lot. We got a little stack of money. This money is more detailed than the Super 7 Kazuchika Okada money. That's a shame, man. I don't care what anybody says. Playmate Simpsons money outdid the Super 7 Okada money. Now watch, if they ever make a Super 7 Fat Tony, it's going to have that same cheap Okada money in it. And then we got a little revolver. It's kind of sticky. There's tape that was covering it up to keep it in place on the bubble, and that residue's kind of come off. Wet paper towel, I'll get rid of that right quick. A damp paper towel. And then we got Fat Tony himself. I love Fat Tony. I don't know if I'm going to get the henchmen or not. I can't remember their names, but his two thugs. I might. But again, it's a great likeness. I love how detailed these are. Again, it's kind of apologies. I'm like cutting off his head here. I was like looking at the pants and everything. Again, they are basic. I mean, it's they're just the Simpsons characters. You got their regular kind of look, and then a lot of them wear one-tone colors. So there you go. But yeah, I really like these. I love the Playmate Simpsons sets. And I got more to check off the list now. So Great. I actually got some coming in the mail as well. I won a couple of auctions for some loose ones that I've been looking for. Um, I guess I can kind of preview that. I got 3. I won an auction for Bartman. They're all 3 are loose, but they were like super cheap compared to what they are new. And they were complete. They had all their accessories and everything. So I went ahead and I put some auctions, some bids in, and won all 3 of them. I got Bartman coming in, Mr. Plow Homer, which is awesome. And then my favorite one of the bunch, I was able to find a loose but complete, pretty good condition Deep Space Homer. So that's going to be great. There we go. We got her pal, Fat Tony, Troy McClure, Brad Goodman. I like it. Cool. And that's going to be it for this video. Yeah, I got some more Simpsons figures I'm going to be running through here. And I guess you could kind of say this whole little next area of retro rewind videos is going to be Playmate Simpsons. I finally kind of got around to being able to do them. And there's a lot piled up because, like I said, I wanted to do one big long video, and then it didn't really work out because I was rearranging the game room here and painting the walls, which are already probably need a second coat. I only did one coat, I'm not gonna lie. And I just ended up with not a lot of time, and the plan to do one big long video just really started to sour on me, and I thought, I'll bring back the retro rewind and break them up. And doing the WWF Jax Bone Cruncher toys kind of made me want to do these in a similar way. So yeah, it'll be fun. I don't know who I'm going to do next, but there's a lot of them sitting over here. So cool. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will. I don't. I just messed up my whole outro. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to if you do not want to, but I always appreciate anybody who does. And thank you, and I will catch you guys in the next video.